Browse the web with video on Skyfire today on AppJudgment. This episode of AppJudgment is brought to you by Verizon Droid Apps. Welcome to AppJudgment, Revision 3's mobile phone application review show. My name is Ron Richards, and I bet you may not have realized that thanks to the open platform of Android, you don't have to use the default web browser that your phone shipped with. Not that the Google-developed browser is bad, but maybe you want to try something different, something new, a browser that supports Flash video perhaps? The Skyfire browser recently released version 2 of the popular browser for Android. Free in the marketplace, Skyfire version 2 is in beta, and the new version boasts a faster web browsing experience, new sharing and social functions, and support for Flash video. Yep, you heard that right. Flash video embedded on websites can be viewed with Skyfire. Why is this a big deal? Because the default browser that comes with your Android phone simply doesn't. If you were to navigate to a web page that contained Flash video on the page with the default browser with Android, all you get is a blank spot with a small question mark icon. So immediately you can see why I was excited to check out Skyfire. When you open Skyfire for the first time, they walk you through the browser's main functions with some simple arrows pointing you at what you need to know. Once you've walked through that tutorial, you get a neat start page with some links to websites that Skyfire recommends, as well as a quick description. You can tap on the top bar to enter a URL or search for a site, just like the default Android browser. In fact, there are similar functions between Skyfire and the default browser, like the refresh button, back, and bookmarks. You can have multiple browser windows as well, but the interface on Skyfire borrows more from the iPhone browser here. There's an interesting button in the top toolbar as well, where you can set the mode for the browser. As you may have noticed, that some sites automatically identify you as browsing from a mobile phone and send you a slimmer version or a mobile optimized version of their site. But sometimes you just want to get to the full site. Tapping the mode button lets you choose how you want to view sites, either as an Android phone or desktop mode, which would load the full site version. There's also an option to choose iPhone, which is a nice touch that allows you to see an iPhone version if that site has a separate version for it, of course. Finally, tapping the last button on the right gets a menu with the rest of the functions for the browser not included on the toolbar. The one function of the browser that Skyfire doesn't have that the default Android browser does is a voice search option. I found myself missing it as it's a handy way to search the web while driving or when you can't type in a search term. So where's the video and other cool stuff? We'll take a look at that after this word from Verizon Droid Apps.
Droid does apps. Verizon Droid Apps have access to every tool the phone has, including the compass, GPS, accelerometer, video player, image capture, etc. The power of the Droid apps allows them to run in the background for multitasking and give background notifications. Verizon's dominant network and 3G coverage create an unparalleled mobile data solution to keep you connected to the web and allow you to run heavy, data-rich features anywhere at any time. And with the ever-expanding Android market, you'll always be able to quickly download the apps you need to get the most out of your Droid. Check out droiddoes.com.
Now that we've got basic browsing down at Skyfire, let's look at the neat things Skyfire has to offer. Tapping menu loads the bottom toolbar with 3 buttons: Video, Explore, and Share. Let's start with Video. If you navigate to a website that has Flash video embedded on it, Skyfire will load a pop-up indicating that there's video on the page. If you tap on the play button, the browser will move to the video in full screen mode. It's important to note that the Flash video does not play on the web page, rather in a player outside the browser. So if you're on a website with a unique Flash player, those features aren't available. The Flash video loads in the Skyfire player, which is pretty good. You can access the timeline, play and pause button, adjust the volume. You can pop to full screen mode or not, as well as share this video. Now I found the video playback to work most of the time. Most sites I browsed, it worked like a charm, but when I went to Vimeo, which is featured on the Skyfire homepage, none of the video worked. So be prepared to maybe not have the video option work all the time, but hey, sometimes it's better than never, right? A really cool feature of Skyfire is the Explore button. Tapping that button brings up a window with recommended search terms based on the content on the page. You can tap one of those or enter your own search terms. Skyfire then searches that term and delivers a packed collection of search results. You can see them all under the All tab, or you can filter to just see videos, trends, tweets, or images. This is not only a great way to discover more content based on what you're browsing, but it's also a great way to find more video to watch. Finally, if you tap the Share button on the toolbar, you get some standard sharing options for Facebook, SMS, or Gmail. I would have liked to see some more options here, like for my installed email client or Twitter perhaps. So there you have it. Skyfire brings video and recommendations to your web browsing experience on Android. Here's the breakdown. The ability to play Flash video on your web phone is a huge feature that makes Skyfire a desirable browser, but not all Flash video worked for me, so be warned, your mileage may vary. The ability to view the web in different modes between desktop view and phone view is a plus, as is the easy-to-use toolbar-based UI. The Explore function's recommendation is a great way to find more content on the web, but I missed the voice search option and I missed some of the sharing options I would expect. And finally, I didn't notice any increase in speed when accessing the web. Download this app. With so much video moving to the web and more people browsing the web with their phones, being able to watch video from the web on your phone is a killer app. You definitely want to install Skyfire. Are you using it? Are there other browsers I should check out? Email me at appjudgment@revision3.com and let me know. You can also find us on the web at Facebook, Twitter, or on YouTube. And as always, you can subscribe on our page at revision3.com/appjudgment. I'm Ron Richards, this is AppJudgment, and I'm going to go watch the Mets highlights.